Week 16 is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. Last 3 games of the year for everybody. It's going to be a fun-filled weekend if you're a football fan. It's literally games every day from Thursday to Monday, besides Friday. And we also could talk about some streaming stuff and some other stuff. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Like I said, Week 16 is here. It's here. So we're gonna break down all the games. I haven't done one since Monday. Uh, we saw Philly lose to the Seahawks. So my boys stay number one in the division. We still gotta take care of our business. But like I said, we got a lot of games this weekend spread out through the weekend. Then we're gonna talk about some streaming stuff a little later because the girl had a nice fun stream last night. Did my 12-hour stream. It was good vibes all around from all the people involved. But let's talk about Week 16. First of all, let's talk about the Eagles and Seahawks. Shout out to the Seahawks for the one time. Go to their quarterback. What's his face? Drew Lock getting his. I think he got his first win or something. Yeah. He got his first win as a starting quarterback. So shout out to Drew Lock. Philly's looking. I don't know, man. They're looking a little rough, but they do play the Giants this week, which I think they should turn it around. You just never know these days. Philly's looking kind of weird. But let's preview some of these games. Tonight we got the Saints, Rams, both teams 7-7. Both teams still fighting for playoffs. Saints still fighting for the NFC South. The Rams, I believe, still have a chance technically to get in if they, they might have a chance still. I believe they're 7-7 as well. Um, it's gonna be interesting. This game is literally a toss up because the Rams have actually been playing pretty solid lately. Right now, actually, the Rams would be in the playoffs right now if the playoffs started today. They have some tiebreakers over the other teams, including the Saints and the Seahawks, who's also 7-7 along with Minnesota. Um, it's gonna be an interesting game. And as I see, Philly did at least they locked up a playoff spot, which isn't surprising. I think they probably did that before they even played that game Sunday. But yeah, this game's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick the Rams in this one. They're favored by 4. Um, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with. I was literally about to say St. Louis Rams. Showing my age. Nah, it's the LA Rams. But I'm gonna go with the Rams on this one. I'm gonna go with the Rams, and then, like I said, there's no games Friday, but there is 2 Saturday games. We got the Bengals Steelers, who is gonna be on NBC, and then the Bills Chargers is gonna be on Peacock. The Bills are 12-point favorites in their game, and rightfully so. They cooked my boys last week. Literally cooked. Shout out to James Cook. Dude did his thing. I can't even hate. They're favored by 12. They're probably going to win that. The Bengals and Steelers is interesting, though, because I believe Jamar Chase is not playing. I think he's hurt. And the Steelers are coming off a loss. Since he is favored by 2. But Brown has been playing really well. I'm going to go with the Bengals in this one. I just feel like they're in a better space right now. Um, they're in they're better terms right now than the Steelers. The Bengals have been playing pretty solid the last for last month, even since Burrow's been out. Like they've been playing all right. So I'm gonna go with the Bengals in that game, and I'm going with the Bills against the Chargers. That should be an easy dub for Buffalo. We'll see. Now on to the Sunday games. We got 1, 2, 3, I think 6 1 o'clock games if I'm counting correctly. It's something like that. Yeah, 6 1 o'clock games. We got with the Colts and the Falcons. The Falcons coming off a tough L against the Panthers. They're still fighting for the South though. It's still up in the air. Like anybody could win the South. The Colts, I believe they're coming off a dub, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just we gonna check real quick. I think the couple, yeah, they're coming off a what? Yeah, they beat the Steelers. Yeah, got you. They beat the Steelers last week, which was a big win for them. But I think I'm gonna go with the Colts in this one. I just feel like Atlanta is not trustworthy. Um, I think they've not even just that loss last week. I don't trust them honestly. Um, but I'm gonna go with the Colts barely. Atlanta's actually a 1 point favorite in this game, but I'm gonna go with the Colts. I'm gonna go with the Colts here. Seahawks Titans. Seahawks coming off obviously a nice win against against Philly. Um, and I believe Tennessee had like a real tough loss last week or something. I think it went down to like the wire or something. Their game last week. Am I right? Yeah, they lost to the Texans by 3. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Seattle here. I'm gonna go with Seattle here. I feel like they're just playing a little bit better. Whether Geno plays or not, I think they shouldn't have a problem too much with Tennessee. That should be an easy dub for them. They are 2.5 point favorites. Should be a pretty straightforward win. Lions Vikings. This is a division game. The Lions are 10-4. Believe that. Definitely gonna go with the Lions here. Especially with Jefferson being kind of banged up here and there. The Vikings have been playing okay. They haven't been playing terrible, but it's definitely like, you know, they beat the Raiders the week before 3-0, and then they lost last week to the Bengals by 3. Um, but yeah, I definitely gonna go with Detroit here. Detroit, I believe, is their favorite. They had 3.5 points. Commanders Jets. I really don't care about this game. I'm just gonna be straight up. Unfortunately, this is the game I'm gonna probably get stuck with watching at 1 p.m. because I'm in Jersey, the Jets, you get all their games, whatever. But Jets are favored by 3, so I guess I go with the Jets. Yeah, that game really has no importance. I literally think both teams are technically out of contention, so it really doesn't matter. Yeah, they both are literally technically out. So that's gonna be off of the fantasy people, because there are a couple fantasy players in there. I had the Jets wide receiver. I have Wilson and their running back Brees Hall. And I think like the Commanders has some couple like fantasy people, but whatever. That game literally means nothing to the standings. Both teams are eliminated, have no chance at the playoffs. They're just fighting for draft draft spots, I guess. Packers Panthers. Packers should win this, but they've been kind of up and down the last few weeks. I was all in on the Packers, man, but they coming off 2 losses. At least that Giants loss shouldn't have happened. They lost to Tampa Bay last week. They have the Panthers. You got a chance to still make some noise if Green Bay wants to. They're still technically in it. They're 6-8. They're 12th, the 11th seed in the NFC. But everybody's so tight. Everything is literally like a game or two apart from the 6th seed down to the 13th seed. There's literally 2 games. The Bears and the Giants are both still in it mathematically. But I'm gonna go with the Packers here. They should win this game. Browns Texans. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one. It depend like Shroud didn't play last week. I don't believe so. I don't think he played last week. They did get a win against Tennessee, which was but I think if they want to make any kind of run, Shroud needs to be there. No disrespect to Case Keenum. He did his thing last week. He had 229 and a touchdown. But I think they definitely need CJ Stroud to really like, I think, make any kind of a run. The Browns are kind of rolling right now. Flacco's doing this thing. I'm gonna go with the Browns here. Browns are 2.5 favorites. I'm gonna go with the Browns. Now to the 4 o'clock games. We got 3 of those. We got Jaguars, Bucks. Jaguars, they're another team that's kind of been on the fence. Like I said, Bucks had a nice impressive win. I believe they're right now leading their division. Yes, they are 7-7. At the moment, they are leading their division. It's in Tampa. Well, it doesn't matter. Both teams are Florida teams. I just realized. We got 2 of the Florida teams, 2 of the 3 Florida teams. Um, in this game, Tampa 7-7. Jaguars are 8-6. I don't know. They are leading their divisions. Jacksonville is. Definitely, you can see Lawrence isn't himself really since that whole injury, but I don't know. My boy Mayfield been doing this thing. Mike Evans seems like he's kind of on a roll too. I'm gonna go Tampa in this one. I'm gonna go Tampa in that one. Okay, another game that's probably not too important. Cardinals Bears. The Bears actually still have a chance. They're the team that's in that. When I said from 6-13, how they were separated by 2-3 games, the Bears are that 13th seed. They're 5-9 right now. they should win this game. They're 4.5 point favorites. Um, it's in Chicago. I'm gonna go Chi-Town on this one, but I've sort of been making a little noise near the end of the year. It just seems like Kyler Murray can't stay healthy for them, which kind of sucks. Cowboys, Dolphins, of course. We're in Miami, another road game. It I think we have to do something in this game. We have to win this game. I just feel like we have to show that we can win on the road, and it like we have to, like, this game is big for us. Um, man, I just we got to come through after last week. After we laid an egg like we did last week, we have to play well. This is probably going to be the national TV game. Out of those 4 o'clock games, this is the only game that really has. Well, I want to say the Jaguars Bucks don't, but come on, it's the Cowboys. They're gonna put us on TV. In case you're in Florida, you're probably gonna get the Cowboys Dolphins game at 4. Um, but yeah, of course I'm gonna go with my boys. But this is gonna be. I think it's gonna be a shootout. I'm expecting a shootout here. I'm talking like 30, 40 points for both sides. I would actually love to see that. I want to see us in a shootout with a team with a high-powered offense. We obviously know that Miami isn't the same without Tyreek on the field, but I still think these teams can score. And they're like the AFC version of us. They like don't have a good win on their resume. Well, we do now. I guess the Philly, Seattle, those are both good wins. But all their wins are, against teams that aren't great. They've also lost to the Bills, the Eagles, Chiefs, and the Titans. So, they do play the Bills for the last game of the season. The last week of the season, they kind of like flex all the games. So like they'll take the most important game, put it at the 8 o'clock slot. This game might be the game I think they're gonna put at the 8 o'clock slot. I feel like that game's gonna be pretty much determine probably that division. Let me see, because I know the Bills probably move. They're 8-6. Miami's 10-4. If I think the Bills can get in if they win out, pretty much. But I feel like that's gonna be the 8 o'clock game when the last week of the season comes. But of course, I'm gonna go with my boys in this one. And then Sunday night we have Patriots Broncos. Um, Another game that's not really super important. Even though I was loving the Broncos at one point, man, but they've kind of disappointed me the last couple weeks, man. Like I was expecting them to make a little bit more of a run. Um, them getting pretty much blown out by Detroit wasn't helpful. The thing is, they have 3 winnable games. They play the Patriots, Chargers, Raiders. They could literally win all those games. I believe if they win all those games, they should get in. But they would be 10-7. No, they would be 11 and wait. My math isn't. My math ain't mathing right now. Okay, yeah, they'd be 10-7. I am not gonna lie, the extra game that they've added has really kind of thrown me off. I'm so used to having like everybody's record being combined number of 17. So like it's been what, like the last like 2-3 seasons they've done the 18 games. So they'd be 10-7, right? No, wait a minute. 10-7. Wait. Oh yeah, everybody plays 17 games. It's 18 weeks. So it's 17. That's what was just throwing me off. So I thought it was 18 games. Whatever. They be 10-7. I'm going with the Broncos in this game. The Patriots actually, I think last week they played pretty solid, didn't they? Like was yeah, it was the week before when they played the Steelers and won. That's what it was. I was like, I remember them winning a game recently. Um but I'm still going with Denver. Now we got Christmas Day, which is Monday. We have 3 games. We have a 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and an 8 o'clock game. Raiders Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs. Obviously, they're 10 point favorites. They're at home. Uh, I feel like they're gonna start rolling, picking it up. They're gonna take care of they're gonna take care of business. Like they're gonna take care of the division. They're gonna do all that stuff. I have complete faith in them. Um, well, besides their receivers, as long as their receivers can catch balls for Mahomes. So we'll see that. But I'm going with the Chiefs there for sure. Giants Eagles. This game's gonna be interesting. Philly's struggling, as we all know, and the Giants did come off a L last week. But I feel like the Giants. I hate to even put any faith in these dudes, or even give them any credit. Being a Cowboys fan, being in Jersey, and it's like I hate even giving them any chance. And I said last week that Philly was going to bounce back and get their dub, and they didn't. They are 12-point favorites, but man, I don't know who to pick in this game, and I'm being so honest because the Eagles are so weird, man. They're so weird. But I think I will say when they played us and they played Seattle, you talk about two teams that can actually score, two teams that have weapons. I mean, besides Saquon, let's be honest, the Giants don't really have that many weapons. This should be an easy win for Philly. Like they should easily be able to bounce back, and this is why I said we have to take care of our business. As long as we take care of our business, we'll be fine. But this should be an easy dub for Philly. And now the last game, the game of the week, and a lot of people are calling it maybe the Super Bowl preview. Ravens Niners, which wouldn't bother me. Obviously, I want the Cowboys to get there, obviously. But the Niners, they balling, man. They balling right now. San Fran's a 5-point favorite in this one. It's in San Francisco. It's gonna be a great way to end your Christmas day, if you celebrate. The Ravens are rolling too, though. Like it's really hard. Both teams are 11-3. Both teams are leading their respective conferences. Man, I don't know who to pick in this one. I just feel like I'm gonna go San Fran. The Ravens' weapons have to show up. Lamar Jackson's got to be Lamar Jackson. Their defense has been playing well this year, at least the last few weeks for sure. They have to show up here. They have to show. Lamar has to be Lamar Jackson. Like he's got to be Lamar Jackson because San Fran's gonna bring it. We know they got a great defense. We know they have great offensive weapons. They're the best team in football right now. I think hands down. I don't care if you don't like the Niners. You have to give them that respect. I'm gonna go with the Niners here. Wow, the Ravens are 6-1 on the road. That's actually kind of nuts. But the Niners are 5-1 at home. But yeah, I'm going with the Niners here. I'm going with the Niners in that one. So yeah, those are pretty much the games for this week. But yeah, we're gonna take a little break. We'll come back. I had a really fun stream yesterday, so we're go talk about that. But yeah, man, we're gonna talk about some other stuff. But I'll be back. All right, man, we back. I had a nice little stream yesterday. I did my 12-hour stream celebrating 1,500 followers on Twitch. Yay for me. No, I did a 12-hour. I wasn't like I said. I had been planning to do one. Yesterday, I just actually just had a little energy, and I was like, I woke up feeling good, so I was like, let's do it. And I had a blast. I started off with some Disney Dreamlight. I played some Overwatch with some homies. I played some Fortnite with Chipmunk. It was a good time. And I know a lot of them probably listening, and I love y'all to death. And thank y'all for coming out and making it super fun. Anybody that just hung out, followed, subbed, whatever, played games with me, which is always the thing. Ash, Chipmunk, Eki, Squint Eye, all my peoples. I appreciate you guys so much. Everybody that hung out, all my people that hung out in chat, anybody that came by, I do appreciate. I remember kind of starting streaming, and I remember not even wanting to turn on the camera because I didn't even like my face. This was about 4 years ago, and I remember being around my friend Bob, or as if anybody knows me or been around the Mixer homies, the former Mixer homies, Mr. Dad Guy Game, who he no longer streams anymore. Miss him dearly. I try to keep in touch with him and his fam and everything. But I remember talking to him before I tried to start streaming. And I thought about it. He was just like, You're a good gamer. You're good to people. He's like, just do it. He's like, don't think about it. Just do it. At the time, I didn't really have a PC set up. I was just streaming off my Xbox. I had my laptop, and I decided just to take the leap and do it. And I gotta say, I know I've kind of talked about this before, about the people I've met throughout this streaming journey, the last 4+ years. But I gotta say, it's been so rewarding to know so many types of people. And would I do streams like celebrating something, or like I've been a part of a team uh for the Wounded Warrior Project for the last like 4 years. This was my fourth year this past October doing it. Shout out to Irk and Herc and Jim Bro and all the people there. Um, but yeah, we pretty much during a weekend we it's about usually about 12 streamers. We kind of go off of each other. We send the raids to each other for that Friday and Saturday, and we see how much money we could raise as a group for the Wonder Warrior project. Because I remember being like first kind of starting streaming, I was like, I've always wanted to do a charity stream. And when Eric asked me to be a part of the team, I said, of course. I don't know. I feel like besides Herc, I feel like I'm the only one that's. Oh yeah, and Cryptic as well. It's probably has been there all 4 of the years, which is insane. I'm kind of proud of myself just a little bit, but it's always nice doing it for a good cause. I've kind of dawned like eating baby food for donos pretty much and raising it for the Wonder Warrior project and stuff. Which was a complete just mistake. The first year I wanted to do it, and I was like, I need to find something I could do that that I can stomach. And I wanted to get, if you guys ever heard of the Bean Boozled jelly beans, I wanted to get those. They're pretty much beans that have uh, they can have a good flavor or a bad flavor. You don't know until you chew in the bean and got it in your mouth, the jelly bean in your mouth, and it's an experience, by the way. But I wasn't able to get those, and I was like, it was probably like a few days before the stream, and I was like, what could I get that's quick and that's still kind of disgusting? And I was like, baby food. So ever since then, it's pretty much been tradition that I've gotten baby food, and I eat baby food for donos. And sometimes I might have like an ending goal for like hitting the total goal that I have. Um, but yeah, baby food's been it's been a part of the it's been part of the culture for the last 4 years. But I just love doing streams where it has some meaning, or I'm helping somebody else. It's always it feels good. It feels good. And uh but yeah, yesterday's 12 hour was really fun. I had people who were there pretty much the whole time, or at least um just came in chat and said hi, or as I don't know if people that it's called lurking when people like just put up the tab for you, help you with a viewer or two, whatever. Um, but yeah, it's a lot of people that lurk, and it's all good. Like trust me, I do not mind. I always appreciate anybody who even takes 2 seconds to like put up a tab for me, even if you don't want to come in and speak. Just completely fine. Um, but like I said, shout out to all the homies that were either in chat or play games with me. Ash, Chipmunk, Eki, Squid Type, Tavi. I can keep going with all the people that I've um that came out and showed me love yesterday. Um and Chipmunk was crazy gifting all those freaking subs, you madman. Um, but I appreciate you. Um it I I'm lucky. As hard as it's gotten through the years, it's been 2 years since my uncle's passed away, and I've lived in this house, this apartment that I'm in. I've lived in it since I was 9. My mom passed away. I moved in here with my grandmother, and my family's been through a lot as far as losing a lot of people. Um, my mom, my mom's twin sister, my oldest cousin, a few uncles, a few aunts. Like it's I've even lost my grandmother on my dad's side, which is crazy too. Like I don't have any women like as far as blood in my life still. Um Older women at least. I have a bunch of cousins still. I have a lot of cousins, by the way. Um and but like our family's been through a lot. It's been rough. Um and I've been here pretty much through all that in the same apartment. Um I am trying to move. I do want my goal is to get to Georgia. I want to be somewhere different. Change it up a bit. But it's been a rough journey. Um, like me and my uncle, we had a good relationship. He was pretty much my dad through all my life. We had our ups and downs. We would disagree about things. Um, Especially when my grandmother got sick. It was very um it was very hard, I think, for the both of us. And we would butt heads here and there, but I know he cared. I miss him for sure. It feels really kind of lonely here. Um, but yeah, I'm tearing up. I mean, I should. I miss the guy. Me and him, like I said, we had a good relationship for the most part. He was the whole reason why I was a big Cowboy fan because he was even a bigger Cowboy fan. I miss him this time of year for sure when the season's going. Um, we always talk about sports and stuff. He was also a big Lakers fan. So uh, but yeah, I'm trying to take positive vibes into 2024, which is it's crazy that this year is going this fast. I feel like it was just January. Um, but like I said, my birthday's in a couple weeks as well. I will be doing a stream then. It's Monday, January 8th. We'll be doing a stream then. Probably gonna do like a nice little long, at least like 8 to 9, 10 hour release. Um, Knowing me, I don't really do much for my birthdays anymore, but stream. I'll give myself a little cake. I've never been a person that likes going out for my birthday. I'm not gonna lie. Um, from time to time it'll be cool, but usually around that time of year it's really cold, like January. So it's like it's either cold or snowing, and it's just like I never wanted to. I don't really like going out in the snow. I don't mind the cold. I don't like going out in the snow. Um, but yeah, like even I will say the last couple of years, it's been the winters have been kind of tame. It hasn't been crazy up here in Jersey at all. Like we'll have like one like snowstorm like in February, January, and then that's pretty much it. Then before you know it, it's spring. But but yeah, that's pretty much it. I kind of just kind of rambled there. I kind of was just talking about things on my mind. I do appreciate all the love and all the feedback that I've been getting on this podcast. Like I said, I've just been enjoying myself. I just been sitting here. I'll turn on this mic and I'll just start talking. Not really too much of a plan. um, but I should do it. I'll probably do an episode tomorrow. We'll see. But also for stream, me, my friend Chipmunk is Squinta. We're gonna be playing Gears of War 5, probably this weekend, or we're gonna be starting that really soon. I've recently, maybe a year or two ago, it's been like 2 years probably. I played through all the Gears of War games from one to uh 3, 4, and 5, and Judgment. Judgment was the only one I didn't finish because of like a glitch where I literally couldn't get past the level. Um, but I've pretty much played through all the Gears of War games, and I wanted to play some more co-op games after playing on my way out with Chipmunk. It was really fun. But we're probably gonna be like go through Gears of War 5. Uh, I love the fact that they had a female lead, Kate, I believe was her name. Um, she was hot. Um, she's hot. But nonetheless, I really hope they come out with another Gears game. That's what I've been kind of itching for is another Gears of War. For sure. Um, Also, one thing about gaming, the Black Ops 2, they're doing like a sequel to Black Ops 2 or something like in 2025. Um, so like 2025 is gonna be a crazy year, obviously with GTA 6 and that. 2025 is gonna be crazy. 2025 is gonna be really nutty as far as gaming is concerned. Um, but yeah, nonetheless, that's pretty much it for me. That's pretty much it for me. Uh, I'll probably do an episode or two before Christmas for sure. You know, or any holidays anybody celebrating this time of year. Just trying to appreciate the people you got around you, your family, your friends, all that stuff. Um, but yeah, follow me on all socials. Y'all know the rules. Y'all been here before. Big Mama stuff everywhere. Twitch, obviously Twitch. Come by to Twitch. Come say hi. Um, because we like to have fun. We had a lot of fun yesterday. The Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. My TikTok has an underscore at the end. Remember that. Um, I'm gonna try to start uploading some stuff to YouTube. I know I've been saying that a lot. I've been uploading some shorts, but I kind of want to do some full videos, um, any playthroughs or something. I did want to upload the Way Out playthrough that me and Chipmunk did. It's really fun. Chipmunk's a blast to be around. So we're gonna end it here. I love you guys. You guys have been making this podcast thing fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I enjoy doing this almost every day. So, but I love your faces. Stay beautiful. See you in the next one. Remember to drink your water, check on a homie, and remember you're loved. Peace. Hey, I'm recording this after. I just thought about something. If you, I want to kind of do like a Q&A episode or something. There's, I believe, sections here where you can kind of post questions. I may put it on my Twitter or Instagram, and y'all could put some questions there. I kind of want to do some questions and stuff. I want to answer things for y'all, and I shout you out. I got you. But if you got any questions for me, whether it's sports related or gaming related or personal, I'm down to answer. I just wanted to add that. I love you guys. Peace.